Okay, we're here today with Danielle Rubin, and she is a freshman at UC Riverside, and she graduated from Albert Einstein Letters, Arts and Sciences in 2018, and she started a project called Spread the Happy as a senior project. And I'm going to have Danielle explain a little bit about what that is and how it's coming along, the fundraising she did to get it going, her trip to the Philippines with her family and the support she got. And all right, so here's Danielle. So Danielle, this started as a senior project, correct?
Yes,
And
senior honors project.
and do all seniors that are honors have to do this, or is it an option?
No, it's an optional project, and if you complete the project, and how it is that you have to submit your project proposal to like the honorary board, which are a few teachers on campus, and then you complete the project throughout the year, and you write a senior journal that goes along with it, and then at the end of the year before graduation, you present the project to the board, and if they believe that you're worthy of the honors credit, then you get a cord for graduation.
Oh, okay.
Right, but yeah, so it's completely optional, and I was mainly doing it because I wanted to do a major project.
Okay.
And I could take advantage of the fact that our school was half online, and I didn't have to come to school every day, so I decided to do that.
Okay. Awesome. And how did you come about this idea for Spread the Happy and start and helping out with the orphanages in the Philippines?
Well, when I was about 8 years old, and so it was 2008, my parents decided spontaneously that we were going to travel to India and Thailand for 6 months and volunteer at different orphanages along the way.
Okay.
So we packed up about a month later, and we put all our stuff in storage and we flew. I was in 3rd grade, and my sister Leah was 4 years old, and she wasn't in school yet. So my teachers let me take my textbooks, and my teacher would email me every 2 weeks with homework, and that's what I did for 3rd grade credit.
Okay.
And we just traveled around for 6 months with no plan and just kind of hearing about different orphanages, and we went to volunteer at all those places. So this trip was kind of inspired by that. So when I was a junior in 2017, we were talking about that trip in 2008, and we were like, let's go again before Danielle goes off to college.
Okay.
And I took that very seriously.
Okay.
And the next day I went to go talk to Miss Largent, who was our principal our senior year, but our counselor my junior year.
Okay.
And she was like, if you can get all your classes online, then this is definitely a possibility. And so I started pursuing that and planning a little bit more, because unlike in 2008, I was a senior in high school and my sister was a 7th grader in middle school, so it was a little bit more complicated than before.
Okay.
So there was a little bit more planning involved, but I managed to make it work.
Okay. And I know that in your senior year you did some fundraising here before you took off for the trip with your parents and your sister.
Yes, so I had a fundraiser before we left and one when we came back. That was the plan layout. So the first fundraiser was a local family game night at the Agua Dulce Women's Club, and they were kind enough to give us a discount because it was a charity event. So we got that, and we used all their tables and chairs, and we brought a bunch of board games and card games and stuff like that. And I got Panera Bread to donate some bread, so we served soup that was made from our very generous family friends, and we had the bread from Panera Bread, and we got water from Home Depot, and students in my senior class donated baked goods for a small bake sale. So you would buy a ticket to get in, and that would get you food, meaning like soup, bread, and a drink, and then you could just play games. There were Legos, board games, stuff like that, and yeah, and then you could buy things from the bake sale inside, and all of the money went towards the kids that I was going to visit. Oh, and I had a little like corner to write letters to the orphans I was going to visit and describing what I was going to do.
Okay. Oh, great.
So that night ended up raising about $3,000, which was pretty successful.
Yes.
And so that's what I took, and all of that money solely went to the orphans. It wasn't used for travel funds or anything like that.
Okay. And your plan was to bring them toys and things? Or
Yeah, just basically to help in whatever way we can, but definitely all the money was to go towards the kids, because a lot of the time in big charity organizations or orphanages or whatnot, you don't really know where the money's going, if they're using it for the right things, and our goal was to uh, increase the quality of life of the kids, whether it's like a day of fun or happiness or some toys that they can personally have, whatever it may be. So we kind of judged it on each orphanage we visited, on the size of the population of the kids, and what we thought they would need most.
Okay. And how many orphanages did you visit in your...
6.
And that was 4 months that you were gone?
3.
3 months, okay. And that was throughout the Philippines?
Yes.
Okay. So now that it's been several months, or close to a year, right?
Yeah, exactly a year since we left we left January 3rd of 2017.
Okay, so what is the next...
2018. Well.
Right, yeah. What is the next phase? So like what do you still have people donating items that you can send? Or...
Not exactly. I am still in close contact with some of the orphanages, mainly 2 that we really connected with the people that run it.
Okay.
So one of them, actually, my family, mainly my dad, kind of took under his wing, and he sends money every month for whatever they need.
Okay.
And they use that for a bunch of different things, and I get like photo updates from him and a bunch of different like updates for that. And
Okay.
with that, I'm actually at a club at UC Riverside. I director of community service for a residential life club.
Okay.
And so I have to put together programs with community service. So one of the programs I'm putting together is I'm ordering a bunch of baseball caps, about 100, because they have about 90 kids over there.
Okay.
And we're going to decorate them with like fabric paint and fabric markers, and Spread the Happy will pay for the shipping of the hats to them, so they can have like a piece of clothing that's personally theirs and was made from people who care.
Okay. Awesome. And do you have a plan to go back soon, or is that too difficult?
I hope eventually I will be able to go visit again. I'm not sure exactly when, but I definitely would love to go visit everyone again.
Okay.
We actually had one of the orphanages, the first one that we visited was American run, and they come to America like every 3 years, and they actually recently came and they stayed with us for a little bit. So that was really cool. We got to see them again.
Okay.
So that was really, really nice. And yeah, so we're definitely keeping in touch, and hopefully I'll be able to visit soon, but that's not exactly determined yet.
So in the meantime, here you have Spread the Happy, and people can donate at any time. It's just year round.
Yeah,
they can just
really been promoting it very much,
okay,
because I have school and
right,
stuff. But I will very happy to take donations. I mean, like I have a set aside account that hopefully I'll have another event for over summer to raise some more money.
Okay.
Not exactly sure what that's going to be yet, but hopefully we'll be able to make that happen and raise some more money and send it back to them.
Okay. And in this last summer, you had a nice fundraiser here, and you were selling photos, and that raised some money too. Yeah.
So before we left for the trip, I decided I wanted to incorporate photography into it somehow. So I invested in a camera with my own money, and throughout the Philippines, I took pictures of everything, everywhere we traveled, or the kids, or the markets that we went to, and I had a really wide variety of pictures. And for the final big event, that was kind of the main part of my senior project that was located here. It was a country fair, and we hosted it here at my house, and we had an attendance of about 150 people. Yeah, about 75 families that ended up being like 150 people. Okay. And we printed out some of the photos, and you could buy them, and all those proceeds would go back towards the kids. We also had a live band, and we had some fun booths, so you would pay a ticket of entry, and you would have barbecue food, live band entertainment, and the kids could play with some of the Western themed booths. We also had pony rides and a petting zoo, and a rock wall, which was cool. Yeah. And then you could buy the pictures or make donations. So that event raised about a total of $8,000. So overall, I raised about $10,000 for the kids. So we took that money and divided it how we saw fit and sent it back to the kids.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And I kept a small portion for any future events.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. And obviously, with school, that's, you have such a heavy workload. Are you able to do this, spread the happy, are you able to put it towards credit for any class you have? Does it work that, I mean, do you have any class that this would,
Actually have not tried. I haven't
Okay.
really thought about it.
okay,
All that I know about is that you can get credit for an internship,
okay,
which I'm trying to do right now.
okay,
I have an internship at Meals on Wheels, which is another nonprofit, and the one that I'm at is located in Riverside.
so I'm sorry, the Meals on Wheels?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just started a marketing internship there, and it's an unpaid internship, and it's
Okay.
a nonprofit organization, and it's really cool to start being involved with them.
Okay,
But as for Spread the Happy getting me any credit, I'm not sure if I'll be able to use that.
okay.
Yeah.
But that's just something for your resume anyways. I mean, it's just something
Yeah,
that you
I
have,
mean-
something that you do, that you started, that's
Yeah,
pretty
it's,
cool.
It's definitely, I mean, it's one of the things I am most proud about.
Okay.
It's awesome to be able to give back to people that I've personally met and had a connection with, and like traveled to go meet. So
Okay.
I love having it.
Great, awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Okay, cool.
You are an amazing young woman, and I wish you all the luck in the world.
Thank you.
All right.